Hi, I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Shauna.
And guest starring Persephone.
And welcome to the Smut Tea Party, episode 0. So, welcome. This is our introductory episode where we're going to kind of introduce you to who we are, what kind of got us into doing this, what we're going to discuss, and kind of what we're going to talk about future episodes-wise.
And the most important thing to know is that we're all mad here. So everybody's welcome. To kick off and tell you guys a little bit about ourselves. So Sean and I have known each other for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Does not feel like that long.
No.
And also feels like longer.
Also.
So we met right before we started nursing school, working at the hospital together. Got to be friends during the absolute grueling chaos that is nursing school. And I don't really know if it's just nursing or whatever you're doing in that college time period where you're only reading textbooks.
Yep.
You're only reading for homework. You don't have time to read, or you almost sometimes lose the joy of reading for fun. And afterwards, we kind of each in our own way fell back into love with reading. So for me, it was the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, on display behind me here, my little shrine to her that got me back into reading.
And then for me, it was ACOTAR. And then it just kind of a whirlwind after that.
Yeah, and we had started talking because at the time, I was reading Crescent City, and I think you were either finishing up or had just finished Plated Prisoner.
I think so.
And because she'd already finished Crescent City, I started sending her Snapchats, with all of my reactions and the craziness, because why not share that with your friend real time when you're like, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. And from there, I said, hey, if you're looking for next read, you should read this From Blood and Ash series. And when I finished Crescent City, I started Plated Prisoner, and we started sending each other reactions.
Yeah. And then it kind of just spun off of there. We kind of just, essentially, because I was travel nursing at the time, we essentially hung out on Snapchat via book reviews. So I'd be driving to work, listening to her reactions to Plated Prisoner, and I'd be sending her reactions to From Blood and Ash. And it just kind of spiraled out of there. And I had the idea that I was like, these are great, and I like listening to us, and I think we're funny. Let's make a podcast. And, here we are. Honestly, that was probably 4 years ago, but it was just like a goofy little idea. And then we've just kind of been our 2-person book club ever since then. We've read a lot of things together. We've gone on a lot of side quests as well, because we have different tastes for our side quests. And then we've gone to bookish events together. So we've kind of just thought that maybe we had a little bit of a knowledge as far as the book community and wanted to share it, as well as invite you to hang out and tell us what your experiences are, what books you love, what kind of bookish community things you like to do, whether they be, like events, or if they're fantasy balls, or, just really anything. So that's kind of what we're here to do. We're going to talk about things that we've done, things that we're looking forward to, how we sort of prep for them, depending on what the event is, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, discuss all things bookish, really. What kind of books do you like? Special editions, not special editions. And we're also going to talk about the books that we're currently reading and invite you into our little book club of 2. We might even post some of those Snapchat reactions so you can see firsthand what our reactions are in the moment, fully unscripted and unhinged, and let you, like Shauna said, kind of into that bookish community with us. Would really love to build something here with all of you. So please interact with us as we go along this journey. Comment, DM us. Just, we'd love to hear from everybody else as to your opinions too. I will say that jumping back into the bookish world, so for me personally, I started special edition collecting, this goes all the way around the room, with Shauna, if you want to actually grab one of my leather bounds off that shelf. So prior to, I'd say 2023, I only had experience with these guys. So these are the Easton Press leather-bound editions. And my grandma got me started with these, and I absolutely adored them. And I said I knew when I had made it in my own eyes when I was able to afford a subscription to the Easton Press 100 Greatest Books Ever Written, because it's like $50 a book. But it's genuine leather-bound I'm going to mispronounce this, bear with me, archival quality? I don't know
the pronunciation on that either.
I don't know.
We'll look it up.
I can read it, I can spell it, I can't say it. This is, all you audiobook readers have a one-up on me, okay? Because I have many words that fall under that category. But anyway, really good, just quality books here. And it wasn't until later on that I discovered, hey, they make pretty books for newer books too. And it kind of spiraled from there, and from there that actually led me more into the book events. So
getting your special editions and your signatures and things like that.
And then I coerced Shauna into special edition collecting here and there as well.
Because when we started our 2-person book club and we were reading the same thing, she was getting very frustrated with me because I have to order the book before I can start it, because I didn't have a Kindle, I didn't have anything else, and if it wasn't at Barnes & Noble, I didn't have it. So now it's definitely spiraled a little bit, it's a good spiral. It's a good spiral.
Her fiance loves me.
Yes, very much so.
Loves me. So so we're gonna kind of dive into all of that stuff a little bit more thoroughly. But basically, if you love the crazy, if you love the weird, the unhinged, and most of all, if you love books, welcome. And I hope you join us for this crazy ride.
Our future episodes, we're going to kind of talk about, I know our next episode, we're going to talk about our rating scales. We're going to talk about how we rate our books star-wise and spice-wise, because who doesn't love a good spice? But you got to kind of know what we're talking about when we say X amount of stars, X amount of peppers, that sort of thing. So that's going to be our next episode. And then in future episodes, we're going to kind of dive into book events and books more thoroughly. Like I was saying earlier, like book events, like how we prep for them, what we do, how we months or weeks or days in advance to do these things, because usually they're not close. I mean, we've gone to Iowa a few times. We're going back to Washington, and then we'll be in Michigan later this year. So we have a couple fun things coming up that we can also talk about. And then as far as books, we're going to talk about what we're reading. We're going to go back and talk about things we have read, kind of review that. We're going to have a couple guest stars. One of them that I'm very excited for is Jasmine's husband, because he has been getting into the dark romances and his reviews are amazing.
Yes, he's got some controversial hot takes. I'll put it that way.
So that'll be fun. But
so we can't wait to do all of this with you guys. Again, we are very active on our socials at Smut.Tea.Readers on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat,
the TikTok.
We're even on Reddit. So wherever you want to talk to us, we're going to be posting everywhere. YouTube, just interact with us. We'd love to hear from you guys. So this is us signing off for now, and we'll talk to you in our next episode.
Bye-bye.
Please join us.